The fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the... Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Griffin. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. On first down, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And now to the air, Dalton. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll run here with Blige. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff for Drake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Uzama. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. On the give, this is Drake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that is going to tie the ball game here early on. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Griffin on 1st down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play like going.
Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago. Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and 5.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense. Right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
368! They go 368!
Dalton now to pass. He goes underneath to Drake. Powering his way forward. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yes.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second down, Dalton. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw is RG3. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's Drake. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Slow.
On 1st down, Griffin. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we...
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Dolphins have got it. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
368!
Let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye.
368. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Here's a run with Balazs. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kalen Balazs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Griffin. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Griffin. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. The final act of the first half. Dalton, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, Drake again. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Balaj. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So Dalton now. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. It's second down. Dalton looking. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They run it with Balaj. 6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. So now after the touchdown, Dalton will lead them up to go for 2.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Nice. Here you go, 368. Here you go, 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. How does and send this one away? Here comes Grant on the return. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They begin with a carry for Blue. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Griffin finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Griffin. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And Dalton to throw. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Andy Dalton now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Play action here with Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll run with Drake. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Dalton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Dalton here from the gun. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
57, you got 59 over there.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Griffin on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Drake. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are them get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A pitch out to Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
There you go, 368.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Dalton wants to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Dolphins, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
What up? Damn dog! Damn dog!
I didn't even try running out.
You think you can? Hey, every first down you kept trying it, and then you stopped, and that's when you kept going 3 receivers. I was like, "Fuck, man! Now I got to start blitzing because he's just sitting there throwing it on me."
And then I couldn't even fucking switch out of a D, man.
Benny said to do triangle and commit to the pass. Like, make him go all the way up, and then you could switch it. Why didn't you say something, fool? I would have stopped running it. It's just you stop me on one play, and I get mad. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to run it again then. Fuck this fool. Hey, Drake was killing you, though.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even know until the second half that I had that shit on. I forgot that I put that shit on aggressive tackling. I can't do that against power backs. Or whatever. Can't just do that.
Well, yeah, he kept breaking off tackles. Hey, a couple of them, you're lucky I was stuck in a pile because he broke off of those things. I was like, oh, run.
That one that you broke off from the touchdown?
Oh, I broke 2 fools.
Not because that was an aggressive tackle. Man, that shouldn't have happened for me.
Hey, you like that long play to Drake, though? I was like, hey, I guarantee I'm going to make everyone go through the middle. I'm going to make the running back do what he always does. And I got him. I was like, oh, that's Sherman versus him. I was like, I'm gone.
Did that shit. I was like, oh, he used my own play on him.
Yeah, I was saying it, too. I was like, got you with your play, fool. I was like, hell yeah. Baker, 6 tackles. That's free safety. Only 2 sacks. They came in handy, though.
I think I need to play that Cardinals guy.
Tell him tomorrow. Full kilos on. I think he is. I don't know if it's him or his brother. Forced fumbles? Oh, yeah, good. My tackle. Oh, on both sacks.
What's up with your quarterback?
What? He's nice, isn't he?
No, not thrown. I'm talking about, I tried stripping him, dude. I tried stripping all your guys, and I couldn't strip him. Were you using R1?
Nah, maybe. I don't know. When I'm running, I'm pushing all buttons. I was panicking a lot.
Quarterback's not even a running quarterback. There's no way his carry should be high.
Hey, on where I juked you, I went to go truck after. I was like, oh, what am I doing? I meant to do the slide. I was like, oh, I'm about to fumble. But he didn't fumble the 2 times I ran. I was like, yes.
I was pushing R1. And I see my guy's arm in there trying to strip. I was like, oh, that's coming out. And then at the end, when you're running back, I caught your running back standing up. At the end, I was like, I'm about to strip him.
Oh, yeah. I was like, go down, fucker, go down. He's just standing there.
I was like, man, his arm is side today.
Ah, relax. Y'all haters. They know. on my side. I just outballed you. And being down 14-3 early. I was thinking, those two drives that after you threw the pick, I was like, man, he figured out he's throwing it fast now. I'm like, I can't get there. I was like, fuck, man. You kept moving the ball on me.
I didn't want to do you bad like last time.
Ah, shut the, don't even give me that shit, fool. I shut you down. I told myself I can't let him run on me. Last game he kept running, but he was doing everything. I couldn't stop shit last game. I told myself this time I ain't letting that shit happen. Shut down the run. If he passes, fuck it. Nothing deep though. I made sure I had safeties over top every time. What the hell? Fucking the homie Young Wee's got NBA 2K. He bought it because it's cheap now. Nah, shut the hell up.